Hello and welcome to Social Media News Monday, which is not the catchiest title in the world, but it's the best I can do at the moment. So if you've got a better name for it, let me know. Vitamin drink, again. I always have one in the morning. All right, so we're going to look today at the social media news, and I've got some other ideas that I want to talk about as well. What exactly did I put up on the description field? Goodness me, it was only like half an hour ago I updated it. And so, Black Friday deals. I want to talk about Black Friday deals. Two parts. One is as viral spiked events for social media marketing, and the second one is how to look for social media tools that are on Black Friday deals so that you can get 50 or 60% off and you're not paying full price, which seems to be what I always do. If you are watching this, could you let me know how the sound is? I haven't changed anything with the sound this week. If you're just catching up, my name's Laurel Papworth. I'm a social media strategist working with government, MPs, corporates in Australia and beyond. Of course, by Zoom at the moment. I also want you to know that there is a bit of a storm raging outside, hence all my curtains are closed, because the light's really variable when there's lightning and different things happening. So we have a lot of problems with, or we've had a lot of problems with NBN this week. My problem is, as a heavy user and doing lots of live streaming and uploading of videos, and my partner uploads 4K videos and things like that, is that we are the last house, the furthest distance from the nearest NBN box, and we're not even on that one, the nearest one. We're on the furthest one. We're on another one. And every time a telco comes out here, I don't know if you know, but NBN and Telstra share telcos. They have both badges on their jackets, so I don't understand the difference between the two. Well, I do. Fictional walls, I think. That's the longest distance we've ever seen. So if there's ever going to be anybody crashing out on the internet, it's going to be me midstream. There you go. Just a bit of a whinge. Not a whinge. It's a prediction based on past experience. It is what it is. It's not a whinge. So, social media tools, Black Friday deals, how to do a Black Friday deal properly. By the way, it's too late if you're starting one this week for social media. Algorithm needs the 28 days at least to work on that. And yes, my name's Laurel Papworth. I'm a social media manager and expert and trainer and strategist. And on Mondays, I check my tech setup for the week because I change things. I'm pushing boundaries with green screens and new mics and new tech. And the only change I've made since last week's one is I changed the output on my camera. So we're going to see if that's okay. It looks okay to me, but what do I know? All right. Got an on-air sign that way. I get confused. Mirror images. There you go. Can you hear me okay? Let me switch to this. So what do we have here? Social media news. This is The Guardian. I've pulled The Guardian social media section into a monitoring dashboard just so that I can check the RSS feeds, the news feeds of the different media services. This is what journalists do when they're keeping an eye on what their favourite bloggers and their favourite different services are using. Let's see what the Vatican thing's about. So this is called an extract. I think the Australian only gives, or News Corp, Rupert Murdoch only gives you a sentence, the image and the title, and the journalist, the writer. Natalia Garibotto joked she was going to heaven after after a picture, a photo, was liked by the official account of Pope Francis. Whoever wrote this extract, I wonder if this is on the original because it's pretty poorly written. RSS feeds update, but not always immediately. A photo of a scantily dressed Brazilian model. And they haven't embedded the photo. Should we have a look and see what the photo's like? I want to see how risque the Pope is. Obviously, I think the social media intern liked the photo and then got too nervous to own up to it. Okay, that's pretty risque. Lots of bottoms and boobs. I really have to up my game on Instagram and YouTube. No, I don't. And they're asking the Vatican how it happened. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Something that people don't always understand is that if your account is hacked, it doesn't mean that somebody got your username and password and came in. Sometimes they're coming in through the API. So either the Instagram API gets hacked, which means a third-party app connects to your account from outside, one that you did not approve, or your third-party app got hacked. So I'm not saying this happens all the time or has ever happened, but maybe a Hootsuite, for instance, is adapted. So whenever you're asked to log in to an account, a website using your Facebook account or your Instagram or something else, and you say yes instead of using an email address and password to log in, you are at risk of that website, that app, whatever it is that's asking for the access to your Facebook/Instagram account, makes it vulnerable. So there is an option there that rather than being the social media intern or the agency or whoever it is that's handling the Pope's account, liking attractive young ladies' Instagram accounts, it's also possible that a third-party app. So what I tend to do, and I don't do this enough, but let me just switch across so you can see this. I go into my Facebooks, wherever, I think it's under settings and privacy, and then, is it settings? Let me just go into settings. It's on here on the left-hand side. Apps and websites. And what I'm looking for are active apps that have a login to my account. So games on my iPhone, social media tools, online learning tools, and an online file storage program called Dropbox and others like that. And, you know, I would immediately, if anything ever happened, go in and delete all of these so that they're in the expired or removed folder, and then I would change my password. There's simply no point in doing it before then. So there's a piece of free advice for the Pope. Thank you, Griffmeister on Periscope/Twitter. Thank you for saying the sound is good. I'll just put that up there. And sound's important. I have a very noisy Mac/PC whose fan likes to sound like a helicopter taking off. So I switched, if you were here with me a couple of weeks ago, I switched to the Rode Pro Master mic, which has a lovely sound if I remember to speak into it rather than around it. The arm I'm less impressed with, the Rode arm. It's just been kind of, it's sort of wobbly and I don't know. User error, probably. Let's keep going. Naughty Pope. Facebook condemned for hosting neo-Nazi network with UK links. I'm not going to go on about this because I often do, but we don't hear telecommunications companies being told off because neo-Nazis are using the telephone network to communicate with each other and to do phone calls to get fundraising or to get new members. We don't hear of postal services being in trouble for delivering thousands and hundreds of thousands of messages asking people to join up for neo-Nazi networks. I assume that if it's under their paid direct marketing program that they do have terms and conditions, but for the rest of it, no. I don't know of any publishing houses where they print up, not billboards, the things that go on telephone poles and outside shops. Maybe they do have terms and conditions about what you can and can't do. Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn are a delivery mechanism. And the more we push for censorship, and you'll notice media doing this because they're trying to make a platform a media company, a content creation company, as opposed to a delivery mechanism. So in other words, they're trying to make Facebook look more like a newspaper or television station rather than a telecommunications network or a post-delivery network. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? And no, I mean it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. That reminds me, I need to go across to LinkedIn because LinkedIn are being so 2005 about their API messaging and blah, blah, blah. Okay, nothing at the moment that I can see, but my notifications always come in late. Angelica Chung, founding editor of Vogue China, to leave after 15 years. Let's not get into that. All right, let me switch across to here. So that was the post I was talking about. I forgot to switch. Sorry, don't be mad at me. And then this one is a warning to Instagram hikers at Peak District. It's just another case of people going to extreme attempts to take photos. And shout out to all the landscape photographers out there because you've been doing this for decades and decades. And more than a few of you have fallen off mountains taking a step backwards. So all that's happened is the rest of humanity is caught up on the capturing the moment versus personal safety. So we've got the Senate hearing. I haven't caught up on those. I need to watch them because I'm amazed that the questions are never framed to get an actual answer. They're framed to make a point. Like the question that Mark Zuckerberg was asked, does Facebook listen in on our conversations? Something like that. Rather than, does Facebook utilize directly or through third parties audio from ambient environment, which is the correct way to phrase that question, and the answer is yes. Through third parties. Twitter hires veteran hacker Mudge as head of security. I have to go and read about him. All right, that's all overseas stuff. What do we have that's local? Facebook Australia. It's all corporate social. It's like the agency doesn't know how to do social media marketing. Do they have anything here that's edu-social? No, they're promoting edu-social, but they're not actually doing edu-social. No, boring. Why don't they get interesting? Facebook's got such a lot of interesting stories to tell, and they don't tell any of them except through really obscure diffusion marketing sites with satellite sites or micro niche sites. They're interesting. Facebook for Business. Oh, so by Black Friday. I said I wanted to talk about Black Friday, and one of the big initiatives this year to support Black Lives Matter and all those kind of initiatives is Buy Black. So you'll see that there are lists of cosmetic brands that are made by or in collaboration with Black influencers and just Black-run businesses in general. And I just want to see what else there is. And they're doing... Don't you love the fact that Facebook turned off RSS feeds on Facebook, but then insist on you going to the website through RSS feeds for their own? They didn't turn them off for their own businesses. It's never fair. Never fair. If you're ever wondering if you should have the full feed on RSS that people can share on Facebook and Twitter and aggregate on websites and things like that, what you want to consider is this. Are you trying to drive people back to your website, or are you trying to get information out? And if you're in marketing, you're trying to get information out. Only if you're trying to pick up email addresses or sign-ups or some kind of a conversion that can only occur on your website do you want to limit things to an extract. If I want people to know about a new product or a new service, I need to make it available, as much information as they need on as many platforms as they want. So leave the full feed open. Otherwise, restrict the RSS down to an extract only. There's really no reason for this to have to be on the website, except for the fact that they probably believe that Facebook doesn't do a good job of delivering information on Facebook. This is on WordPress. Facebook runs WordPress websites. Lift Black voices, and then they drive you back to Facebook again. When I talk about... Oh, that's weird. Let me just see if I can get this through an incognito browser. Otherwise, I can probably try a VPN to see if I can get it in America. No? Okay. You have to sign in for it. Silly, aren't they? So it's not possible to access that. I tell you what, if you have this information, if you could screenshot it and send it to me or something, that would be awesome. It's probably only US focused. There's EduSocial. How to set up a shop on Instagram. That was back on November the 10th, but I want to see something that's more Australian focused. I'll just do a Google search. So I've saved a Google search in my RSS reader, in my social media monitoring dashboard, so that I don't have to continually create searches. If you're ever wondering how to do that, you go to alerts.google.com. And you create an alert and you save it, but you edit it. And instead of it going to your email address, you send it to an RSS feed. And once it's an RSS feed, it's here. So Justin asks, do the media companies have a point about their IP being shared without getting any return on their investment for their journalism? No, they don't. And in fact, it's not the media companies that are saying this. It's actually the ACCC, and it's very faulty. I already covered this in a previous video, but if you look at Facebook, I think it's Stories. No, not Facebook, Stories. Let me just do the Google one first. Google AMP. So what you can do is you can go to developers.google.com/AMP, and you can look at how Google brings the information in from the media companies and then explains to them how to monetize that, how to increase their subscriptions, how to add their own ad inventory to AMP, and so on and so forth. So it's a bit tech heavy, and obviously HCCC or someone hasn't bothered to go through all of this, because if they did, they would understand that companies have to sign up for AMP on Google in order to get that sort of AMP news. So if I go to news.google.com, I'm on the wrong one again. Somebody tell me when I do that. And then I click on, I don't know, New York Times. No, that one's not AMP. Just trying to find one that's, here's one that's AMP. So it goes through, and you would have seen it flash up then, the AMP stuff. So if somebody's on a mobile phone, they'll get the mobile version, which AMP is accelerated mobile pages. Monetization's still there. Subscriptions are known to go up, everything. With Facebook, media, what's it called? Instant articles. I kept thinking it was stories. I'm a muppet. So it's the same thing. Media companies, see Facebook for media, sign up, they opt in. And then once they've opted in, they get instant articles, which is the hijacking of articles that everybody's so upset about. And they have monetization options, and they can also do direct sold ads, fill available ad inventory with Facebook's audience network, which makes it a lot more targeted, and have their own ad inventory. Okay, so direct sold ads. So what is the problem? What is the problem with Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Google being the news agency where people click on the article and either go back directly to the website and get all the ads there, or get the full article they have to subscribe? And the Atlantic Monthly talked about how many additional subscriptions they got versus getting the title of an article and an image and clicking on it so that you go back to the original website, or you get this monetized instant article, is not stealing or hijacking, especially when they have to opt in. But you'll hear media reporting on the case, but they don't add any acknowledgements in there that they've opted into this. And that's interesting. I didn't realize this. For once, the LinkedIn questions are coming through. So colour me impressed. It actually says on the service that I'm using that LinkedIn is not always working, always an option. So there we go. Rebecca Judd quits as host. Why is this in social media? Maybe she said something on social media. Stop making fun of South Australia. No, I'm from Adelaide. We can make fun of South Australia if we want. Meet Autumn, the incredible 4-year-old whose skateboarding videos all over social media. That doesn't look like a 4-year-old. Do they look like a 4-year-old to you? Oh, not to me. Not a lot of this. Lachlan Spark quits Instagram after slamming ex-wife Lauren Phillips in several posts. It's probably a good idea that they're gone. All right, let's lead into this is what I mean. You get the title, you don't get an image, you get the extract sentence from the ABC, and then you have to visit the website. So it's absolutely up to publishers, user-generated content bloggers, formal heritage media websites to decide if they want to have RSS turned on, and then how much access people can have. And then also what is then published on distribution sites like Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. And if you're looking at a hub and spoke program, I mentioned marketing before may want everything to go out. Sometimes what you do is you put your original content up on YouTube or something, embed it back on your hub website, which might be WordPress, and then allow distribution out through RSS and through direct links for Facebook and Twitter. Obviously with RSS you can automate all of that. If it appears on here, then make it appear on here. It's quite a lot to it. I mean, it's not once you understand the basics. Originally a post-Thanksgiving tradition in the US, Black Friday and Cyber Monday have become major online retail events in Australia. There's something else. Tuesday is Giving Tuesday, and it's for some reason or the other less important than Black Friday for physical goods and Cyber Monday for digital goods. So Giving Tuesday, I'm just looking to see if there's one that actually says the date. See, sometimes it is every Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is always on the first Tuesday after Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So you've got Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Giving Tuesday will take place on December the 1st. So you've got Thanksgiving on Thursday, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday. Why don't they talk about it? Let me just get rid of some of this stuff. I've got way too much open. And I think that'll do. Okay, here we go. Don't want that one. That one's not available. Vatican. Oh, there we go. Buy one. Buy two, receive your third free. That's not a Black Friday special. That's a classic payday special once a fortnight. Normally Black Friday is excessive. So, you know, buy two, receive your third free. Don't we see that everywhere? All the time? Now, what Black Friday has, first of all, think of it as a viral spiked event. And a viral spiked event means there's a build up to it. It's time gated. So it's one of those, if you don't do this in the next 24 hours, then you're going to lose out. However, because of that health issue that shall not be named, Black Friday's been going on for a lot longer. I think it's been almost the whole of November. However, time gates work because, especially if you do a good job of promoting it, you can't just put it up on the Friday. You have to promote it 28 days before. What you end up with is people waiting. And online, it's the equivalent of the lineup at the store doors. You also want to look at loss leaders. If you're not familiar with loss leaders or you're not using them in your business, I don't really. For me, clients do. A loss leader is where you know you're going to take a hit for that first, for instance, if it's 60% off of an annual subscription, that's fine because next year it moves into the full amount. And obviously by then people are used to using it or not, and very few people would be willing to sign up with a second account to get another discount. They'll just keep going, all that kind of stuff. So loss leader is where you take a hit, you take a loss, you're not recovering even your costs or very little of your costs, and it's to give people a taste and bring them in the door, I guess. You can limit the products or the services, or you can limit the time. Have you ever lined up for anything? I think I've lined up for an iPhone back in the early days when that was a cool thing to do. I did line up for I didn't line up for Windows 95, but I went out at midnight to look at the lines for Windows 95. For those of you that are too young, probably all of you, Windows 95 was the iPhone of that time because it was the first operating system that had the internet built in. And when you bought Windows 95, the box, you couldn't download it, obviously, because that wasn't available for most people. It came with a modem. And I'd already been trialing Windows 95, and I already had a modem for years, so I was mucking around on online forums. I was an online forum manager and community manager and that sort of thing. So it was very exciting for me to see other people really excited about what I thought was really important. What deals do we have? This is a big one. Will purchases be delivered in time for Christmas? Have you done your Christmas shopping? Get parcels in the post by December the 12th. When they're talking about customers, they're talking about clients. So they're B2B. Australia Post. Oh, I see. No. So families sending parcels to family members, so C2C, and then B2C where clients are sending, companies are sending parcels to customers. Oh, it's Monday. I need another coffee. December the 19th for Express Post. All right. Let's have a look and see if we can find some. I want social media tools. Black Friday 2020. I already looked at that one. It wasn't very good. SEO tools. Software as a service tools. Oh, maybe there might be some in there. I did one in 2019. And is this showing? Yes, it is. Okay. Griffmeister. I lined up for the opening of the first Krispy Kreme store in Victoria. Camped out overnight. But what did you get? Can I live vicariously through your donut obsession? Fun fact about viral spiked events. Krispy Kreme in September do a Talk Like a Pirate Day. Let me just see when that is. It's on the 19th of September next year. And if you dress up like a pirate, you got a free donut. And unfortunately for all the adults, they rocked up and then found out it was actually only for kids. I would have given them the donut anyway. What do I know? What Krispy Kreme goodness did you buy? So where were we? We were here. Social media tools. I will do a video, probably not a live stream. We'll see. Maybe next Monday I'll do a live stream. I want to do more research on Giving Tuesday to see who's doing Giving Tuesday deals. So Giving Tuesday is where you don't necessarily drop the price of the product, but that you donate a substantial amount to your favorite charity. I'm going to do one on Tuesday, so people who book Zoom with me on Tuesday next week, 1st of December, I will be giving 50%. Let me write this down because I would hate to not do it or to forget how much and then have to watch the video back. 50% to the Fred Hollows charity. And I mentioned this in my last video as well. And the reason I'm doing that is because my dad, that was one of his favorite people on the whole planet. And my dad passed away a few years ago. So it will be given in the name of Dad. I mean, it has to be given in my name, but I might say for Dad or something in the note. By the way, I don't expect to donate a lot of money. It's, you know, 1 or 2 Zoom sessions somebody will book in, I'm sure. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. Live webinar. I have a lifetime deal, I think, to live webinar. I didn't find it particularly useful, and then I use Zoom. I don't know. We'll have a look at that one. Add Zoom as an ad platform. Oh, so they're giving away prizes if you sign up. So it's a free platform, but you can get gift cards and different things. We've got a SMS bulk provider if you want to spam your clients. No, I mean, there is a use for it. Stencil, I already have an account. And, I don't know, is it Lifetime? And it's comparable to Canva and to, what's the one I use? Trello. And this is lifetime access. So I'm always looking for lifetime access. I may have to pay later on for more services or for more features, but I want to keep that lifetime access. Brand 24, I already have lifetime access. I think that's the one I have. No, brand mentions I have. Affiliate programs. Damn. Digital assets. I knew that. Rocket Link is a link management tool for URL shortening. I have a problem with Bitly in the sense that it's case sensitive. So when I stand up in class and ask for people to go to bit.ly/Papworth or something, if I capitalize the L and capitalize the P, it goes to a different site than if I do lowercase. And so I've been meaning to find another tool that is not case sensitive like Bitly is. Better Proposals, I already have a lifetime deal, but I actually use Nusi, which I also have a lifetime deal on. Griff, don't take your donuts to work. Wait, 12 dozen or 12 donuts? A dozen or 12 dozen? 144 donuts? 12 dozen means 12 times 12, right? Fun fact, that's the one I always failed in primary school, so I only ever got a silver star, never the gold star. But I did get camel stamps, and I like camels. I do like camels. Just looking at my Zoom, that looks a bit weird. No, that's okay. It looked like it was opting in and out of the video, which is fair enough. I don't blame it. Let's go back to here again. Media toolkit, vouchery. You know what I'm going to do? Because there's a lot on here and we could spend hours going through here. They've spelt that wrong. Glorify app. Sembot white label CSS. Okay. Smarter Q. So 40% lifetime discount on Smarter Q. Now, why only new? Oh, because after the year they want you to upgrade. They want you to pay the full 100%. Okay. That's a lifetime discount, not a lifetime offer. Taskio is a CRM with billing and everything. Lifetime access. $59. There seems to be something a bit odd in this one. I think you have to... I don't know. Pay $59 for every product. It doesn't matter. I've got a CRM and a billing service. What else do we have here that's lifetime? Project management, $149 for lifetime deal. Grammar checker. Don't all the platforms have one built in today? I mean, it's American, but whatever. Okay. If I go to the social media and just find that section. Social media marketing. SOT render. Lately also a social inbox for Facebook. Okay. Survey bot. Allows you to send out surveys on Facebook Messenger. That's built in anyway. Postfitty is a scheduler. There's 50 million of those. Linked Fusion allows you to generate leads using LinkedIn. Don't people just download the spreadsheet of all their LinkedIn connections with their email addresses? I don't know. Content Studio always has lifetime deals. They're doing a yearly deal at the moment, 70% off. So yeah, Group Boss, CRM for Facebook group owners and community leaders. That could be interesting. Although Facebook is adding to the Facebook group and community tools, I miss, what was it called? Not graphics, Gritix. It was like a mixture of groups and analytics. Granalytics? You guys probably remember. Social Pilot, I already have an account on. People ask me which social media tool do I recommend, and I say none of them. And then they're like, which one do you use? And I say all of them, or whatever ones my clients are using. So if I can get a lifetime deal, I'll pick one up, because usually it's enough for me just to review the things that I want to talk the client through on how to optimize or use that service. A number of social media tools give me free access, lifetime access. A lot of them I've paid for, by the way, just so you know. Or they make me an affiliate, which I'm uncomfortable with. I don't mind putting an affiliate link on the bottom of a video and just sort of say, if you use my affiliate link, you'll get a discount. If you don't use my affiliate link, you won't get a discount and I won't get anything. And it's up to you which one. Because the couple of bucks that I would get from that affiliate doesn't even come close to the relationship that I have with the client and the trust I have with the client, and then how much the client is paying me, and adding a few bucks on top, it just looks cheap, I think. So it concerns me when I see big social media platforms reaching out to social media influencers like me, who has tens of thousands of social media managers following me and connected to me, like I've got 11,000 in my online courses. So if I update it with tools, I don't want to betray them through an affiliate program. And I just feel like anybody that I look twice at the social media managers that are relying heavily on affiliate links of that kind, because I feel it's like when they do big discounts, it's trashing their brand. Could be. Who knows? If you donate that money to a charity, it's fine. You froze the donuts. 3 dozen. 36 donuts are sitting in your freezer right now. Or I don't know. When did Krispy Kreme open their Victoria store? It must have been a while ago, because I'm pretty sure I have seen Krispy Kreme at airports for a number of years now. On that, I just want to say something, what I was talking about before. I was watching a video the other day of a social media manager saying how to get the first clients in the door. And literally one of the examples was to go and sit in a bar and eavesdrop on staff talking at like a business bar, you know, Friday night bar, and then go talk to the company the next day and explain that what you'd overheard and that you wanted to work with them on their social media strategy because it's an issue. Plus, you get all this insight into the company that you can then use against them to sign them up as a client. Words cannot express how much I disagree with that idea. And if that's your way of working, and if I was the marketing director of that company, I would not be interested. But just putting that out there, that's what people do. All right. I think that's everything I want to cover. So for Black Friday, I know I was sort of running around looking at different things, but it's a viral spiked event. It's product gated and time gated, meaning limitation on the products. So people have to line up for the one washing machine that's $1, or, you know, there's only 25 licenses available of the lifetime deal for $1 or whatever it is. And then they get downgraded to the next one and the next one. There's loss leaders involved where you're willing to take a loss on the day, but for marketing reasons, not sales. For marketing, meaning you want to put your product in their hands or your services in their hands so that they become familiar with your brand. I also would recommend that you look at Cyber Monday. And then for those organizations and individuals that are not interested in basically cheap-ass coupons, then maybe what you want to look at is Giving Tuesday, where you offer the same product or service probably at full price, but where a substantial percentage of the sales from that day goes to a charity, worthy cause, social entrepreneurship, or something that you know your audience would love to be engaged with. I looked at a bunch of SaaS, software as a service product, and I just want to suggest that if you also keep an eye on AppSumo, they have a strong Black Friday initiatives, because this is they're the daily deal site for software for entrepreneurs and social media managers and whatnot. If I go to Black Friday deals, and they're pushing it out to the end of next week. So there's a learning management program, software stock photos, deposit photos, and I've got quite a few of these. But so maybe on next Monday, I might actually show you the ones that I've bought or am buying, and we will review them together and decide whether they were a good deal or not. One of the things I do like about AppSumo is you have 30 days to get your money back on anything. So, and I have got my money back on a few things. One of them I regretted, actually. I wish I'd kept it. And they don't come up again very often. So there's that. All right. No way. Krispy Kreme has been in Australia. Let me just fix that. It doesn't look right to me. Transform fit to screen. Now I've made it all horrible. Oh well. Let me have a look though. So Krispy Kreme has been in Victoria since the 22nd of June 2006. Okay, well, I guess their marketing just got through to me in the Blue Mountains of Sydney. I mean, I knew they were around, but I didn't know when. And I'm just going to assume, Griff, that you don't still have them in the freezer, do you? 2006 till today? No, I'm sure you don't. Thank you very much for your time today. Thank you for helping me to check out my new settings on my camera. If you just tuned in too late, I'm leaving you now, but on Monday mornings around 10:30, 10:45, I like to do the social media news of the week. We just flick through and see if there's anything interesting going on. I give a little bit of a rant, a little bit of an opinion piece on the news, and then sometimes there's a theme. So today was a little bit on Black Friday. I think that's it. Okay. I'm going to love you and leave you. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments and I can get back to them during the week or during the next live stream as well. I'm always testing things, so you'll always see me around online. Thank you for your time today. I'm going to love you and leave you.